Hello. 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 Hey, Dee Dee. It works. Can you hear me? Hi, 503. I don't know if this is working or not. Okay. This is my first time making a stream, and I don't know how to add people or what to do. So, does anybody know how to add people? Oh, I'm echoing. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. Does anybody know how to add? Okay, is it okay now? Am I still echoing? Is it okay? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, does anybody know how to put up the live stream thing? Click on share and copy the link. Click on share where? Click on share from StreamYard? That work? Okay, 503, can you come up so I can figure it out? Oh, okay. Dee Dee, can you come up? Okay, well, I guess I do a stream sitting here talking about myself. My name is Aim. I'm 57 years old. I like sunsets on the beach. I like I like sand in my bathing suit, and I am a spiritual shaman type person. Uh, there's a whole bunch to be said about having aquariums when you want to create a good feng shui. Um, one of the things about aquariums is that it's a nourishing quality to have water associated with your life. It creates a wealth, actually, creates wealth. Having swim fishing in the water would correlate to abundance of wealth being stirred and hastened. That's why it's considered very auspicious to have an aquarium in your home or at your place of business. If you pay attention, there are 5 factors when considering an aquarium with a fish in your home: the location of the aquarium, the shape of the aquarium, the number of fish in your aquarium, the species, and the colors. So the location is you want to put it in your wealth corner. Now, there's a lot of ways to figure out where your wealth corner is, but one thing you do is you do it to the entrance of a room, like the door to your living room or the front door. Hi, Geek Boy. It should be against a solid wall. Now, some people put it in the southwest corner of their house, and that's the corner of wealth. Um, so if you put it in the north, or if you put it in the southwest, the water is part of north. As I had said before, the north wall has the turtles in it. So it's an element of the north. Whereas the west and the northwest are correlated with metal. These 3 directions are good to have an aquarium because metal generates water, and being the same element is also supportive. So in your house, you should put an aquarium in the southwest, the northwest, the west, and the north are also good places to put your aquarium. Now, the shape of your aquarium associates with the water element. A circular shape is the best, they say, since the water harmonizes with the auspicious shape of the aquarium, but the size could be restrictive. A rectangular tank is associated with wood. Wood can weaken water, but since they're mutually interactive with each other, the wood is associated with the growth. A rectangular shape of an aquarium is also auspicious shape to have. Its size can be bigger and can fit better into the furniture of the house. A square shape of an aquarium is associated with earth, and earth can imprison water. Thus, it is not desirable unless it is located in the west or northwest, where the elements and the directions are neutralized. A triangular shaped aquarium, which I've really never seen except for a corner shaped aquarium, is associated with fire. It's not as auspicious a shape to have an aquarium, and it's hard to clean, so whatever. Multi-sided configurations like a hex or a 6-sided or an 8-sided have different connotations. It is best to avoid them unless you have a good reason to use them. So out of these different shapes, the rectangular or circular shape, which can be elliptical or wavy, are best to have for your aquariums with feng shui. The size of the aquarium can affect the number of fish, of course. So don't put too many fish in there. But according to the yin and yang numbers, an odd number, which is what I believe, are considered a yang number, and an even number is considered a yin number. So it's considered auspicious to have an odd number like 1, 3, 5, 9, while even numbers are considered less auspicious. That's because the terms of phonetics. sound like a pear uh, for injury and have the same sound in shang. I don't know what that is. So if you want to do a feng shui tank, or if you want to have auspicious uh, idea for that corner of your room, which would be wealth or family or um, earth, you'd want to have an odd number of fish. So some species are really good to have, like angelfish and clownfish. Um, Tropical fish like guppies and danos are very colorful, they say. No kidding. Goldfish, but goldfish get really big. Um, then you can talk about the color of the fish. So, like, if you look in Chinese thoughts as opposed to Japanese thoughts, you'll have different ideas of the best colors to have. Now, Feng Shui is a Chinese philosophy. So, different colors are correlated with the five elements that you have, water, fire, earth, and metal, and can't remember the last one. Um, Wood, that's it. So for water, you want gold or white or silver. I'm sorry. So for water, you want black or blue, which is the north. For for water, you want gold, white, or silver, and that is also like belonging to metal. Yellow and brown. I'm really screwing this up. So, anyways, there's good colors for different aquarium elements. Elements are really hard to talk about when you're talking about feng shui. Each corner of the bagua is an element. A bagua is an eight-sided diagram, and each house has its own bagua number, and I don't understand that. Okay, thanks, JN. Hi, Muppet. Hi, Geek. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Ricky. I wish somebody would come up because I don't really know how to keep talking. I will send the copy the StreamYard and maybe somebody can come up. So a bagua is in my life, I just take the bagua straight. So the north is the like black and blue. It's represented by the turtle. Um, then the northeast, and then the east is the dragon, and it's represented by the color green. And the south is fire, which is represented by the phoenix. The west is about family, and it's white, and it has the white tiger. So each corner upon the feng shui also has its representation of color and element. I haven't studied it in quite some time. I've been very busy studying other things like fish, learning about what would make up a good aquarium with different dither fish and plants. So is anybody coming up? I drew this. This is a lovely clownfish that someone wanted me to draw for them. What is I give a crap? Is that the hashtag from the previous Rico stand? Thank you. Hi, Jenny Lynn. Hi, S. Oh, good. That'd be good, Geek Boy. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out what I can show you guys that would be interesting to you without getting up and showing you my tanks since I'm so comfortable. I did get this rock from a friend of mine. It is my mask. I have two of them. I was going to actually get an oxalato and put these in the tank, but I decided that with my pufferfish having such a difficult time in his tank, I would just forego getting another fish. Hello, Chalupa. Oh, goody, goody, good, 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 good. Hold on, let me see how to do that. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh my God.
Somebody's new to
Congratulations.
StreamYard.
Thank you. This is my first stream ever.
You're doing
Ah,
great.
see, if I would have known that, I would have told everybody just hashtag first stream. Everybody
Oh, that's
starts
fun.
somewhere, man.
Ricky, if you could do it, I could do it. Hi, BJ. Hi, Patty.
Wow, man, that was kind of a jab on Ricky, wasn't it?
What?
If Ricky can do it, you can do it.
No, I meant Terry. If you could do it.
Yeah, there you go. That's man. Leave poor Ricky. What'd he do?
I don't know.
Poor Ricky's just hanging out, man.
Ricky's
reading.
inspirational. When I see him doing stuff, I'm like, oh, I'll bet
Hey,
I can do
Ames,
that.
click the other. You see the other options at the bottom, and it shows the screen layouts. Put us the other way.
Okay.
There you go. That looks a heck of a lot better than just three real skinny pictures of people.
Oh,
I
look,
loved it. I
different
was
screen
skinny for the
layouts.
first time ever. It was great.
Yeah, this is horrible. Everybody hates that layout.
Okay, that's great, huh?
At least in the aquarium hobby, because a lot of people are showing tanks and stuff, so it gets to be a better layout.
So how would I
know how to make moderators?
You when you go on the YouTube part, you go on your YouTube channel and then click in the chat. You click on somebody's name and it'll give you the three dots. You click on the three dots and it'll say add mod.
Okay, I'm making 503 a mod. 503, say something in the chat so I don't have to find you somewhere. Oh, there you are.
Oh, sweet.
Where are you?
I gotta make my belly back.
Oh, there you go. Woohoo! You got a wrench.
I feel honored.
Hi, CB.
And you can thank Geek Boy, by the way, because we started our streams at the same time. So I was in StreamYard when you went live, so I couldn't get any notifications or anything. So Geek Boy was the one that said you were going, and I was like, all right, let's just go over there.
You know, it takes a week. You can sign up on StreamYard to do a live chat, but it takes a week till it formulates you.
What?
So you can
I did it in like a half a minute. My first live stream took me a half a minute.
Really? Well, now it's bitchy.
Yeah,
but I did it on an actual computer and not a phone. So
well, this is a computer, yeah. Hi, Jenny Lynn. If I didn't say hi before,
I was like, that's all you got to do is click like 3 buttons and you're live. I was like, I'm on it. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it does for me, but I guess people like it. What happens when you hit a like button?
See, now I just lost all respect for you. I hate it when people say that.
If people hit enough like buttons during the like button enough times during the stream, it'll broadcast to people that aren't subscribed to you that your stream is live if the algorithms say that it's an entertaining stream.
The only thing
Oh,
is dislikes work the exact same way. So if they click the
really?
dislike button, it also does the same thing.
But then I get like this, somebody didn't like me.
Yeah, I feel all icky inside.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm not liked.
It doesn't bother me because, you know, we all have different personalities. And if I come across as a person that you don't like, you're more than allowed to click the dislike button. What I don't like is on my edited content when somebody hits the dislike, but then doesn't leave a comment as to why. I'm like, well, that's all well and good. I don't expect everybody in the world to like everything I made, but at least tell me why you didn't like it.
Yeah.
If
Why
you're going
I
to take
didn't
the
like
time
it.
to click that button, then take the time to tell me why you didn't like it, because maybe it's something I'm not aware of. Maybe, you know, maybe I had a bad microphone and, you know, it was hurting your ears, or you thought I was coming across as cocky, or, you know, just give me a reason, you know, just don't just click the dislike and leave.
Yeah. Dislike.
I'll respect you. You know, I don't expect everybody to like me. You know, I really don't. And I could totally respect some constructive criticism as well. I'll have a heck of a lot more respect for you if you give me a reason why, and I'll accept it. You know.
I am going to put this on another. See if I can do.
And that's also true. See, I can't highlight because it's not my stream. BJ Palmer says, I think a majority of the time the dislikes are by mistake. And I've done that. I have been in a couple of streams where I was like, man, this is a really good stream. I got to like this, you know, because your liked content does appear on your channel. If somebody scrolls through your channel, it brings up everything you've hit the like button for. And I hit the dislike on mistake. I was like, oh no. But if you click it again, then you can go back and click the like and it'll reverse itself.
It's good.
How long have you been on YouTube, Ames?
Well, that matters on. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like
The fish fam?
participating. Yeah, fish fam stuff.
I must tell you that I have a memory disorder. So other people could probably tell you more than I can. I have no idea.
Yes,
Maybe-
Muppet, that's exactly the way to do it. If you honestly don't like a video, don't click anything, just don't watch the video.
Right.
That's the worst thing you can do to a YouTuber is just not watch their content. Don't interact with them at all.
8 months, maybe. Shannon.
Shannon.
You need a couple extra N's and an A.
No,
Maybe Shanana. Or would that just be an
Hi,
extra
Patty.
N and an A?
You reported the stream. What did you report it as?
Awesome.
You've got to understand Patty's sense of humor.
She's wild. I like that.
You trust me. It's going to take you some time to get Patty's sense of humor. It fits right in with my sense of humor. So
Yeah, I get it most of the time. Most of the time.
Geek
I don't
boy.
think 503 is old enough to know who Shanana was.
Yes, I am, but I love that you think I'm not. I mean, no, you're right. I'm not at all.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Why? How old are you? Shannon.
I'm turning 40 this year.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
you don't
God,
look
ass.
that way.
Please tell me that's not true. I've been accused of a lot of things, but heartwarming ain't one of them.
Oh.
You can be pretty heartwarming, Terry,
You
despite
can.
your best efforts. You're
Yeah, I've been
very
accused of a lot of
likable,
things. Heartwarming ain't
charming,
one of them.
very knowledgeable.
Yes.
I'm just a moron with a fish tank, man.
I thought you
Yeah,
were a
you can say
degenerate.
whatever you want.
I invented the degenerates, man.
Club Degen in the house. What?
What?
You know what?
Rico.
90% of groin warming. A lot of people, if a lot of edited content, you'll see that your audience is gonna, within 3 or 4 to 5 seconds, is gonna decide whether they're gonna watch your video or not.
Oh God. If they saw the first 5 minutes, I was babbling because I didn't know what else to do.
It's hard to go by yourself. You know, that's why you got to give people respect, like Corey and Alex and those people that do go on by themselves. It's harder than you think.
It is hard. It's slightly nerve-wracking, especially if you can hear yourself.
And
try
it's
not to
really
watch
hard
myself.
to talk about something and read chat at the same time when you're the only one there. And I oftentimes I find myself looking at fish tanks instead of reading chat because I'm looking at the next subject I want to talk about. So if I do a stream by myself, it's usually because I have a topic in mind. Like the very first one I did was, you know, I had a topic, I had exactly formulated in my head what I wanted to say, and I just said it. And I was by myself, and I was like, look, you guys can take it for what it's worth, but this is how I feel, and I left it at that.
Yeah. I mean, I could talk about spirituality forever, and
yeah, except that's not what we're here for.
But we're not here for that. Yeah, so it's harder to talk about fish necessarily. So
I heard you talking a little bit before that. Are you relatively new into the fish keeping hobby?
I've always had fish on and off, but I haven't been as crazy into it as I am now since about September. I started with one betta.
See, that's all it takes.
It took off, and my friends think I'm kind of nuts, but they love it. They love to come over here and look at the tanks. So
how many?
When I talk about it, when I talk about it at work, and I talk about my fish and stuff, they all think I'm nuts. But then when I have a cookout and invite everybody over, I guarantee you, half of the people are going to be hanging out in the fish room.
Right, it's cool. I have 10 tanks. One of them is was empty. I have one tank that has
I think they were all empty at one time. I'm fairly certain. Just saying.
I have tiger endlers, and one of them is extremely pregnant. For some reason, when I got a mono shrimp, the person gave me a orange dwarf crawdad. So I found him a couple of weeks ago or last week in my tank, and I realized that's what happened to all my Neocaridina shrimp. But since the Endler is so pregnant, I decided that maybe I should get the crawdad out of there. So he's in this other tank that is cycling right now. It's almost done with some snails. So I have two 20 longs, a 10, a 26 bow front, and
nice.
4 smaller than 10, anywhere between 5 and 7.5 gallons. I have 3 bettas. One tank in the bedroom is for puppies, which are my mollies and my tiger endlers that are very new, young. And then I have the 26 Beaufort has 1 green spotted puffer. And then the 20s are full of different kinds of cories and fish, and L129
Did you guys
pleco.
see those freaking long fin Cory? Yeah,
Yes.
Cory doors that Alex had. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I have never seen a fish with that exaggerated of pectoral fins in my life. That was just nuts.
The L129s I got from the man who I get all my plants from, and he goes down to Puerto Rico and gets plants and brings them back up here. And he put the breeding pair of L129s in bags, 2 bags, and then he gave me some pleco caves. And I drove an hour home, and then I took a break, and it was about an hour and a half later, and I unpacked the bags, and I was cleaning out the pleco caves, and there inside of one of the pleco caves, with no water, was another L129. And then I found out that plecos can live out of water for 3 hours, which is
Oh,
amazing. So I had a stowaway, and they said, that's cool, we don't need you to pay for him. And so it's 2 girls and a boy. So I'm thrilled. I was thrilled.
that is awesome. You got a
I know.
trio.
I know. And they're in the, I never see them. So
Welcome to Plecos.
that's right.
Spend a whole ton of money for a fish you're not going to see a whole lot of.
Right.
I have one little tiny albino bristlenose pleco, and I know they're supposed to be nocturnal, but I don't think he knows that because he is out all over the tank all day long. Like,
most bristlenose, they're not really truly. A lot of people say, well, Plecos I guess that would be family, not genus. Plecos would be maybe even what's before family. It's just armored catfish in general.
Yeah.
They think armored catfish in general because a whole bunch of them are nocturnal. That doesn't mean they all are. And
cool.
I think most of the bristlenose you're going to find in the hobby, they're usually out and about during the day, just hanging out, doing their thing, and they're not really nocturnal. They may
And
not like
common
super
plecos, too.
bright lights.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most bristle, I think that's one of the reasons they became so popular is because they are out and about and you can see them and they're doing stuff. And
Well, and
yeah,
he's
there's different, I mean, like my friend Aqua Malik. I don't know if you've been on his page or not. It's amazing. Yes. And his plecos are out in the daytime. So it's just, I guess it really depends. Like he's got zebras and other plecos, so a lot of other plecos.
Here's another thing that we as hobbyists, we either think they're daytime fish or they're nocturnal fish, but there are also fish that we call diurnal or whatever, which just means they're more active in kind of limited light, meaning they're not comfortable under super bright lighting, but once if the lighting's not super bright, then they're just gonna go about their business. And that just means they're more active at like sunrise and sunset.
My green-spotted puffer hates the light. I have to have it dimmed for him. So
it just, and you'll get differences even within the same species. You might get one particular fish that's real boisterous and wants to be out all the time, and you get one that's just seclusive and just not too cool with being out.
That makes sense to me.
Not every fish in an entire species acts exactly the same. They do have personalities.
So what Muppet, what do you mean by ORD? Anybody?
I don't know what ORD means.
Thank you, Aqua Malik. I mean, 503.
I just put his link in.
You did it. You did it. Oh my God, that's good. That's good.
So if you want to do that, you go to the YouTubers page, like not their video, but like their page, you click on their avatar, and then under the About tab, it'll have a link to their profile, and you can copy that, and then as a mod, you can drop it into the chat, and it shows up as a hot link where people can click on it.
Nope, don't know how to do that, but I do it my way. I don't know how to. I send it
I
to
did it
myself and then I
my
copy and paste
way.
it. So,
Where's Mr. Manifesto when you need him, man?
I don't know. He needs to sing for us.
Somebody said my way and nobody sang.
I did it my way. There you go. Sing.
Thank you.
You guys.
See, all the rest of us were like, yeah, I'm not gonna sing, but Mr. Manifesto, he's just gonna let it out, man. Okay, awkward silence. Okay, your job, Ames. You're the
Okay,
host.
awkward silence.
When these awkward silences happen, you're supposed to redirect us to talk.
Okay, Muppet says, sorry, I was making an order short.
See, I don't know how to pronounce it, BJ. It's
diurnal.
It just means they're active under changing light conditions, where they're active in the morning, you know, when the sun's coming up, but they're not active in the middle of the day. But then when the sun starts going down, but it's still light out, they're active again. And then when the sun goes down, they're not active again. So they're active under low light conditions. And BJ mentions the word, and I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's diurnal.
Okay, there you go.
I think. Like Diana.
I've just read it a whole bunch of times in books.
Yeah. You read books?
And there's also a condition that you got to remember. You got to look at where the fish comes from as well, because if there's a lot of overhead, like plant growth or tree growth or whatever, you know, they only see full light for just a certain portion of the day. And I'll give an example, like the cherry barb. There are people that buy cherry barbs and they put them in a typical new starter tank where they got fake plants and bright lights, and their cherry barbs look really washed out and they don't look very red, and they just don't. But you take that same fish and give it overhead cover or subdued lighting, and man, they'll color up the brightest red you ever seen. It's just because they're nervous. They don't like that real bright light. They want that overhead cover. They want those floating plants. They want, you know, something to diffuse that light. And as soon as you give them that, they'll color up instantly.
Ricky, is that the thing you wanted me to do? Is the StreamYard? It's there.
Yeah, but you didn't pin it.
Let's pin it.
Oh, you got to tell her how.
That it shows up on your YouTube channel at the very top.
No, I don't know how.
Well, you're going to have to either repost it in your comments, so they're looking for it.
I just reposted it, right?
If you go to StreamYard where it says invite, okay, click on invite.
She got it in the links.
And then it says clipboard.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to find invite.
On StreamYard at the bottom where it says mute, stop cam, share, it'll say invite.
Yep, got it.
Click on that, then copy to clipboard.
Okay.
Now go to your YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
You're not running your YouTube channel, your YouTube stream at the same time?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so go to your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Then copy and paste the comment, you know, under comments, you know, in chat, you know, paste it. Paste the comment. Then hit enter. Then click on it. And you see the 3 dots off to the side?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just added myself to my own StreamYard. Okay, I see the 3 dots.
Click on the 3 dots.
Pin message.
There you go.
Yeah, I've done that before, Ames. I added myself to my own streams a couple of times.
Hi, Darlene. She just bought some cherry barbs.
I love cherry barbs. They're such an underrated fish. It's one of those fish that get it's a mainstay in the hobby. It's an original gangster, man. It's been around forever. You know, the cherry barb was around when I started this hobby, and it doesn't get a lot of respect. But I tell you what, you give a cherry barb, you get a school of like 20 cherry barbs and give them a subdued tank with, you know, plant growth over their surface, you'll have an amazing looking tank.
Yeah, they are pretty. My mom had some when I was growing up in the 90s.
Cherry barbs are way underrated. They're relatively chill. They don't really bother a whole lot. You know, you don't have to give them any specific parameters, and they look amazing, and they're relatively long lived for a barb. So I like them a lot. That was one of the first species profiles I did was on a cherry barb. I just like them.
What do you mean by species profile?
Meaning I did an edited video specifically talking about cherry barbs.
Okay, cool.
What all do you include, like, when you're going to do a species profile? I have a couple questions around this. Is it only fish that you've kept? And where
That's
do you...
me.
Okay.
Go ahead with your question and then I'll answer it.
And where do you go to find, like, what are your sources? Like, what information do you trust most?
That's a good question. Very good question.
It depends on who you talk to. There's a whole bunch of channels. I'm not the only channel out there doing species profiles. There's a whole bunch of them.
Do you mean wait, excuse me, Terry.
What's that?
Do you mean on like going through Google kind of websites or going
on
through YouTube?
Through YouTube. If you click on a species, let's say click on red-tailed shark, for example, or cherry barb that we were talking about, or you can go and search a topic on YouTube specifically. It's that search bar right above on your channel. Search YouTube, and it'll bring up videos that are specifically made for that topic. So if you get a new fish, you can type the new fish in you got, and there will be a bunch of people giving you species profiles. A lot of it is copy and paste. They'll go to, you know, your typical Wikipedia or Seriously Fish, and it's all copy and paste. They all generally say the same thing. And a lot of those YouTubers don't necessarily keep the fish. You'll see some of it where they went to the pet shop and filmed. You could tell it's a pet shop tank, and they're just filming it at a pet shop and then tell you they just copied and pasted basically what Wikipedia tells them or something like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, that's just fine. Me personally, I will not give a species profile unless I've kept that fish for a relatively long period of time. I want to know how it reacts. See, what you're not going to get on a lot of the ones that do the copy and paste is you're not going to see what its actual personality is like, or how the personality can differ from fish to fish, or how it gets along with conspecifics. How does it get along with non-conspecifics? You know,
non-conspecifics?
Yeah, fish that are not like itself.
Okay.
So when I've gotten a lot of compliments on my species profiles, where a lot of the species profiles will be between, say, like 5 and 7, 8 minutes long. Mine go like 20 minutes long, and I'm talking about the same fish the whole time. So, you know, it just depends on how far you want to go down that rabbit hole. So I give the typical copy and paste information right away. Okay, this is what it is. It takes a pH of whatever. It prefers soft water or prefers hard water. It's a good idea to keep it in groups. You know, blah, blah, blah. The same thing all you got to do is Google, and it'll give you that information.
Right.
I try to tell where it comes from and what it is, you know, where in the family tree it belongs. But then I get into the fun stuff after that, you know, and to me, that's what it's about. About keeping the fish is about the fun stuff. You know, it's what is it like to actually keep this thing, and what's it act like, and you know, does its color change according to mood, and you know, things like that. That's what I like talking about. So that's why my species profiles are 10 times longer than everybody else's.
I
It's
like
about
your
what-
species profile.
Yeah, it's about what Chewy's doing with the native species, ain't it?
I'm not exactly sure what Chewy's doing with that. He's got me a little confused. I don't know what he's trying to do with his project. So I'm gonna wait till it's done, and then I'm gonna watch when he tells me to look at it, then I'm gonna look at it and see.
This is Rosa. She is a land-dwelling fish with fur,
Yeah.
and she's a Havanese. She's about 7.5, 8 years old.
That's because when you see her, you go, I gotta have an Elise.
Yeah. Well, it's from Havana. They're the national dog of Cuba.
Oh, she is beautiful.
She's very loving.
All right, you
So-
guys, I gotta hop down real quick. Ames, you're killing it. Awesome
Thank
first
you.
stream. I'm gonna be lurking in your comments. If anybody
Okay.
gets out of line, I'll block them because you gave me that blue
Okay.
wrench.
Oh,
Talk to you
yeah,
guys
you got the
later.
wrench. All right. Ricky, how's your shoulder? How's it holding up for
Yeah.
the one-armed shoveling?
Yeah, it's all right. Dang wind. Get off
What are
my
you
meat.
shoveling? Are you making a pond?
No, I was digging holes for my tomato plants.
Oh,
Well, I did a video on it. It's on my channel.
okay.
Well, I didn't film the digging part or cleaning the weeds out of it.
Yeah, what happened to what
In the
happened
area.
to 503?
She said she had to drop down.
Oh,
You didn't hear her?
oh, I walked away for a second.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, so I didn't do the digging the hole or kind of dissing it up and that. I just filmed it afterwards after I planted them.
Patrick's here. Hi, Patrick. Hi.
I just wanted to comment on Geek Boy's comment. You got to learn how to highlight people, Ames. When you're on StreamYard, if you move your cursor over a comment and click on it, it'll show up on your screen so we can all see it. But anyways, Geek Boy.
What do you mean?
I'm going to tell you what. Most of YouTube doesn't have even a 30-second attention span. A lot of my species profiles, a whole bunch of people will click on them, and I'd say the average is about 30% of the people will watch the actual whole video. And
How can you
drop
tell?
a lot. You'll drop a lot in the first 30 seconds. It's crazy. YouTube does not have an attention span, man. They'll click on something, and if you don't get their attention right away, which I'm not a very charismatic person, so yeah, I lose a whole crap ton of people in the first 30 seconds. Yeah, see?
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, cool.
Man, I'm teaching you all the tricks.
You are just doing it. Oh, look, I'm going to piss you off. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh.
Yeah, I did my eighth stream the other day, and I'm still trying to figure out StreamYard.
Oh, interesting. Learning every minute of every day.
Learning every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Sorry. Reminded me of the song.
Okay, die down now.
You never heard "Loving Every Minute of It" by Loverboy? Am I the only one that lived through the 80s?
I was born in the 80s, so I don't know hardly any of the 80s songs.
How can you get out of private chat?
Click comments.
Okay. I don't have tiger teddies, Patrick. I was going to get them, and then I had a bunch of baby mollies and had to use that tank for the babies.
Actually, Patty, I don't disagree. Trust me, Loverboy sucked. Yeah, it was probably one of the worst bands of the 80s ever, and I was waiting for somebody to get that. But that one particular phrase of that one particular song, that "Loving Every Minute of It," that was okay. And didn't they do Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah, I know Eye of the Tiger.
So they had that going for them. And I appreciate that, Darlene. Thank you very much. I like it when somebody does actually watch the whole thing. I get comments on them, you know, here and there. And I do read the comments. I don't always interact with them. But it's the only thing that makes me want to do another one is when I do get that good compliment from that few people that watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I try to watch the whole video unless it's an hour or so long. Then I watch a little bit, take a break, watch a few other videos, and come back to it, watch a little bit more, and then stop at a certain point and then watch more videos and come back and finish it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how you can tell that they only watched 30 seconds of it though.
It's on your boy, did that not come out right? It's on your analytics on YouTube. When you go on your YouTube channel, you click on manage your videos, and then you can, you know, you got a whole bunch of other options there, and you can look at your analytics, and you can tell video by video how long people watched your video. Or
Okay.
Yeah, there's one video I watched that took me 4 days to watch because it was a 8-hour video.
they definitely did not sing "Eye of the Tiger." Loverboy did a theme song. It was "Eye of the Tiger," wasn't it?
It's Eye of a Tiger. I don't know.
Now it's bugging me. All right, come here, Google.
Yeah, I only jumped up here.
Dead. It's dead air. It's my turn. Ah!
Yeah, I only jumped up here long enough where.
That was Survivor. Eye of the Tiger was Survivor, not Loverboy.
Yeah, I just jumped up here long enough while I'm waiting for my steak to cook. After it's
Hi, Greg.
finished, after it's finished, I'm gonna hop down.
God, I could have swore Loverboy did a theme song for a movie.
Now let's look at this fish. Look at that fish.
What fish?
On Greg's planted tanks fish.
Well, you got to show us.
It's I put it up.
This is logo.
It's his logo icon.
What?
It's his icon.
Oh, it's an epistogramma.
I love those fish. Now, are they part of this cichlids too, or not?
Yeah, sick lid.
I know what they are. Cichlids.
It's not CH. It's S.
I'm blaming you for some fish, Terry.
CH in Latin is pronounced hard S.
Right.
Did you hear me, Terry?
What's that?
I'm blaming you for some fish I'm going to be getting.
Uh-oh, what'd I do?
Those fish you showed last night.
Yeah, that I'm still showing today?
Yeah, I'm going to order some in a couple of weeks.
They're pricey.
Yeah, I looked at the price. But but my mom's giving me
A
like
stimulus
300.
check?
Well, my mom and my stepdad claims me on their taxes because she's technically my guardian still, and they give me like $200 or $300 out of their income tax every year.
Oh. Hi, Michelle, Kinsey.
So I'm going to use it to get the fish.
Geek boy, no.
Yeah, so I'm blaming you for it, Terry.
Well, I'm just here to make you guys broke.
I have an empty 20-gallon lung.
Well, I
Well,
got an
that's
empty.
number one. That's a sin.
Well,
I just took it down last night. I just can't have another responsibility right now.
well, Dad, you're better than me, Ames. I got 1 gallons that's empty, 3 2.5 gallons that's empty, a 55 that's empty, 2 10s that's empty, and a 20 that's
Wow.
empty.
Are you telling me Loverboy didn't do a theme from a movie at all?
Yeah,
I'm sure they
I don't
did.
know.
Yeah, I was thinking they did.
Look it up. Look it up.
I am, but it's not coming up. Well, it's typical. I guess I didn't type it right.
Hi, BJ. Well,
Let's
hello,
do
Mary
Loverboy
Page.
film
Mary
credits.
Page.
This
Look,
is
it's Mary
bugging the
Page.
hell out of me now.
Okay, 3 dots. Push this. Ta-da. Mary Page, you are now a wrenched person, I think. Did I do it right? Yep.
A mod.
Yeah, mod.
Yeah, there's only a few
Yay!
streams. Yeah, there's only a few streams that I'm a mod in. I'm not a mod in too
too.
many. Yeah, I'm not a mod in too many streams. I think I'm a mod in Terry's stream. I
Oh,
think.
this doesn't.
I'm a mod in Terry's stream.
Everybody's a mod in Terry's streams, almost. I'm not as bad
Father
as Father
Fish, everybody's a mod.
Yeah, everyone's
And Billy Ocean.
Yeah, Father Fish makes everyone a mod. First day I popped in his stream. Oh, you're a mod. I'm like,
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know why he does that either.
I think so everybody can be on equal footing.
Well, it's more that so everybody can post links, so they can link to each other of what they're talking about. And
Yeah.
it does make the conversation flow a little bit better.
But the only thing is, if someone mouth talk someone, you can't delete them.
You can delete a mod.
I tried and it wouldn't let me one day.
Huh. Mary Page is blue. Now we'll have to play some blues.
Okay, I'm gonna hop off. Ames, my meat's done.
Okay. Well, ice that arm, okay? Take care of yourself.
That didn't sound right when I said that. I just realized it didn't sound right.
Hey, somebody tell Patty Loverboy did Working for the Weekend. Was that the song she was talking about? I think that was their biggest hit, was Working for the Weekend.
Okay, yeah, I'll be in chat. Yeah, I'll be in chat.
Okay, great.
Hey, hey Terry.
Thanks for coming up.
What?
Put the name of that band in chat for me, please.
Loverboy?
If it ain't already in. Yeah. Because I'm too lazy to try to spell it.
Loverboy.
I might be able to remember that.
It's in there. It's all over chat. Everybody keeps talking about it.
Okay. I'll be in chat.
Bye.
I just must have had Survivor and Loverboy confused. Which Survivor wasn't exactly the greatest band ever either. I hate it when I screw shit up. But yeah.
I never went to a Loverboy concert ever.
Nah, I wouldn't either. I don't blame you. Why the hell would you go to a Loverboy concert? Although I really can't talk. I guess that makes me a hypocrite because I did go to a Night Ranger concert. So
Who? Just kidding.
I've been to a Who concert as well.
Cool.
Oh, I was relatively young. It's when the Who did their farewell to America's tour, and my aunt had tickets, and my mom's sister, and I was like, man, I gotta go to this. This is the last opportunity I'm ever gonna have to see them in the United States. And I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna hop a boat and go to Europe, or hop on a plane, go to Europe to see a band. So, I was like, please, come on, man. I'm going with Aunt so-and-so. I'm not going to mention any names. And finally, my parents were like, fine. And man, I got exposed to so much stuff during that concert.
Wow.
It was a direct cause of half my degeneracy was that concert.
Oh,
And then they changed their mind like 3 or 4 or 5 years later, where they're like, yeah, we're just kidding. We're going to come back to the United States because that's where the money is.
Sister Christian. Sister Christian, blah, 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 blah.
I can sing every word of that song. I hate to admit it, but I can. Hey, you got to remember Jack Blades and God doggone it, what's his name? There was other very talented people in Night Ranger that branched off and became very successful after Night Ranger.
Huh.
So that was just their start.
When I was growing up, I listened to my sister's albums, and they had James Taylor and Dan Fogelberg and Carole King, and tended that I would go to their concerts because they would take me with them. It wasn't till later that I found other people to go to. But I pretty much most I've seen is the Dead.
My experience with what you're talking about is I think every kid, that had parents like mine, is going to know songs that are older than they are. Yeah. For me, it was Saturday was cleaning day around the house. Okay. Saturday was, we had to clean our rooms. We were kids, so my sisters had to clean their room. I had to clean my room. And then we all concentrated. We all had jobs around the house, and my parents would put on their music. So, it would alternate from week to week. My dad was more of a like Beatles kind of guy, and my mom was kind of more of an old country kind of girl. And so I got exposed to that music while cleaning the house every Saturday. And you have no choice as a kid. Eventually, one of those songs will strike a nerve in you, and you'll remember it for the rest of your life, even though it was made 20 years before your time. You're still going to remember it. So that's how I got exposed to a whole bunch of music that was way before my time. And a lot of it I still like to this day.
Well, the music in my house basically was on Saturday mornings at 7:30 a.m. during this football season. My father would play the Ohio State fight song as loud as he could to wake us all up. That was the music. I mean, my parents didn't really play music, so it's weird. I'm very musically inclined.
When that Saturday morning, a lot of kids, they got their Saturday morning cartoons and stuff. It was Saturday mornings was the time when everybody was home, was Saturday morning. And that was the job, was clean the house, because we were all doing different things at different times. And it always seemed Saturday morning, everybody was home. So it was turn the TV off. I think the only video game we had at the time was Pong.
Right, Pong.
and it was shut the TV off, and the stereo got turned on by either my mom or my dad, and I could always tell which one turned the stereo on, and we cleaned the house. And that's what we did for a couple hours every day, you know, and that's how I got exposed to that music.
I love, all sorts of music. I love everything I love like 1940s, 1920s, Frank Sinatra, and then I love everything through punk, the Ramones, every genre of music. I could find somebody I really like. I
Yeah,
like pop
there's
and
not a whole lot of music I don't like. I can kind of look at it, from a point of view as a spectator, and I can make my comments either way. Uh, my aunt was my mom's sister. My mom's younger sister was the one that turned me on to my actual music that I like to this very day. And I'm just a prog rock guy from the 70s, except I was born, you know, I shouldn't have been in that generation, but I wound up that way because she just exposed me to that music and I fell in love with it. And that's just the way it was.
yeah. Yep, it's formulation from our family. I think my uncle really got me into songs and standards like old time music. So he always played that and I loved it.
I
But
never got
my
exposed to big band and some of the stuff like some of like the Baroque period and the classical period and stuff like that till I got into high school and I started taking music as actual classes and taking music theory and stuff like
oh yeah,
that's when I got exposed to more of that. And I realized like the whole Baroque guys, they were rock and roll for their time, man.
right, absolutely. They were very fabulous. Um, I'm involved with a huge group of people here in Akron and around Akron that's all about music. And it is great, great fun. So now that people are being vaccinated, don't start talking about that. But we are able to get together and do music again. Yes, Madonna is sexy.
Well, she
I love
was.
Madonna. I love Janet Jackson. I love Pink. What? Pink?
It's a whole lot of popular music, man.
Yep. Love popular music. I love anything I can sing to. Anything that's picking.
I'm the kind of guy that if I put on an album, well, okay, first of all, yeah, we don't do that anymore. But back in the day, if I put on an album, I'm listening to every song on that album. And if it takes you on a journey, like if it was a rock opera or just simply an album that was made to take you on a journey, I was in it, man. I was all over that kind of stuff. Pink Floyd and Queen are fantastic.
Yeah.
Genesis, old Genesis was
right.
Oh my God. And then it just ended.
There's good stuff out there. There's always good stuff out there.
A lot of the bands in the 80s, believe it or not, came from art rock bands of the 70s, where they break up and then, you'd find a guitarist over in this band or, they split up, but they still went places and they still became successful musicians. And Dave said it all in one word. There's only one
Hi,
true
Dave.
band ever. Rock band. The one true everlasting rock band is Rush. And you can't deny it. There were 3 guys that sounded like 12. And they lasted a career, the same 3 guys, forever. basically until the drummer died. I mean, that's it. Can't deny it.
Jethro Tull too. So good. Yeah, there's I don't know, I can't think right now of all the bands. I mean, I love Dave Matthews and he's new-ish.
Dave Matthews got into a lot of trouble in my area. They were doing a show in Chicago, and their bus driver, you know, these tour buses, they're real fancy buses and everything, and they all got commodes on them. And the driver of the bus, so the Dave Matthews Band tour bus, decided to just stop on a freaking bridge on Michigan Avenue and empty his commode into the Chicago River.
No.
Like, there's not a camera in Chicago that's gonna, you know, like, you go anywhere in Chicago, you're damn near on camera, especially right there at the Chicago River. And yeah, they got into a lot of trouble. They got fined and basically kicked out of the city. And
good.
Oh, okay. Now I remember. Sorry, Michelle, I forgot about that. I slept and killed a couple brain cells since then. But yeah, I do now remember giving you a hard time. I was like, yeah, all your kids are going to be late for school. So my hat's off to you, Michelle. I think you did a great job. We were up kind of late.
Were you? Did you have a late stream?
Generally, that's usually the ones I usually do. Or at least I have the most fun at anyways.
I'm not up that late. Or when I am, I'm busy listening.
Although I will say, Skipper and I got into a conversation that I think cost me a couple subscribers. But
that's what you had said.
Yeah, whatever. The only reason I'm even concerned about it is because I'm getting close, and I'd rather just actually get that 1,000 and just so I can say, hey, I got my 1,000 subscribers, man.
Yeah.
Bicycle race. All I want to do is bicycle. Yeah, it's a good tune.
Uh-oh.
Nah, somebody did, Patty. I'm telling you, in fact, I lost more than one, unfortunately.
I love the songwriters that talk about, like stories. And that's why I liked old Genesis and stuff. It was my thing.
Yeah, it was album-oriented rock. It was
right.
Rock all operas. The songs were kind of connected. They may have been loosely connected, but they all kind of had a connection.
Yeah, well, but when a song has a story, what are they called? I don't remember.
Rock operas?
No, individual songs that have stories to them.
I think every song has some kind of story to it.
Yeah, I just don't know. It's like a narrative, like a beginning, a middle, and an end kind of thing. But yeah, I love those. I love those kind of songs. I love stories. I love writing, making up stories.
Xanadu named after Rush's Xanadu. I hope not.
I wonder.
I love Rush to death, man. I think they were the greatest band, the greatest three people in music that has lived in my lifetime. Let me put it that way. And
very important.
When people bring up Xanadu, I just smack my head. I'm like, man, why do you got to bring up that song? Out of their entire repertoire of music that spans like 40 freaking years, you got to bring up Xanadu.
I know. You don't like any popular music right now? No popular artists?
Actually, I don't follow pop music. I do have a band out of Pennsylvania that I like a lot.
Oh, yeah?
I highly recommend them. I don't know how many people are watching, but if you get a chance, check out Small Town Titans on YouTube and give them a listen. They're a 3-piece band also, a lot of talent, and their lead singer is just so incredibly talented that it just amazes me how good he is.
Cool.
He did a
503?
ballad. He did a ballad.
What-
I don't think we'll get a copyright strike for this because we're talking about them, and I'm sure they would appreciate it. So,
What do they
you know
call
that
Small
song?
Town Titans?
Yeah, you know that song, "Going Hungry."
Mm-mm.
Let me see. Why am I doing this in Google? That was stupid. All right, bring up YouTube. Because I'm sub to them, so all I got to do is, man, it comes right up.
Yeah, Tom
All right,
Sawyer's good.
their biggest video ever that kind of made me look at them as a band was be due to a Christmas song. So you guys want to see the Christmas song or the duet that he did about going hungry or Hunger Strike? Hunger Strike featuring Matt James.
Sure.
Well, wait a minute. I'm not running this stream, so you're going to have to do it. Crap. I just realized this ain't my stream. Type in on Google, "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Small Town Titans," and play that.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's Small Town Titans.
Yeah,
That's
I like
where
them.
they did a rock and roll version of "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch."
So let's
Anyways,
talk about
that's
pitch.
the band. That song made them kind of famous. That song I just looked
Oh.
up as I was typing it in. Got 5.7 million views.
So 503 just put it up.
Yeah, check that band out. They do original music as well as some of the best covers ever, and they're out of Pennsylvania, actually in an area where I lived. And yeah, great new band, active new band. So I do listen to their new music, but I would hardly call it pop. It's definitely not pop music. And
Pop
Emerson,
music.
Lake and Palmer is my second favorite 3-piece ever. You want to talk about some talented people. Definitely talented. But Keith Emerson did rely on the keyboards to give a lot of the effects and make them sound bigger than they was because Keith Emerson was like, he led the way in modern keyboard technology, I guess. I mean, he was the first guy to have that full rack of freaking all these electronic circuits where you had to, and I'm moving my hands around like people know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah, you're not even on.
you had to actually
We're looking at your green
wires.
rocks and your gobies.
You had to move wires to create different sounds. And yeah, ELP is always dear to my heart.
Show me another tank, Terry.
Who, me?
Yeah.
God, that's the only one I'm proud of.
Why?
Right. Hold on.
Why is it the only one you're proud of? He's gone. There we go.
There, how's that?
That's good. Now, what are we looking at here?
Just a bunch of fish.
Thank you. Fish.
There's Denison barbs, filament barbs, and the blue and red Colombian tetra, and some miscellaneous fish in there.
So tell me how to make your screen big.
You see where I'm at under the screen?
Yeah.
See with the big screen opposite of the 3 dots? Yeah,
I got it. So those are what?
The ones at the bottom with the red stripes are Denison barbs. The ones that are just kind of shiny with spots on their tail are filament barbs. The ones with the small guys with red tails are Colombian blue and red tetras, and then there's just miscellaneous other fish out and about.
There's like a little, well, I guess that's one of the red tails. That's
There's
cool.
some very long-lived, very, very old, what they call brilliant rasboras in there. There's a couple emperor tetras in there, and there's a very big red-tailed shark in here that's taking a nap. There's
Are you
even a
sure it's
guppy in
sleeping?
here. Yeah.
And what's
no,
the
wait a minute.
foliage?
He's out. He's out.
Where?
He might be
Where?
coming on screen pretty soon. Oh, he stopped right off camera. You little fucker.
Hey now.
There he is.
Oh wow, look at him. He's the big fish in the small fish tank.
Oh, that's a 6 foot long tank.
No, I meant bigger than everybody else. Now, are those hair grass?
Those are fake plants that you can buy at Hobby Lobby
Woohoo!
for $2.99.
All right. Hobby Lobby, the only art store available anymore, and they don't even have good colored pencils.
Yeah, but they got a whole bunch of plastic plants. That's my tip of the day. If you want fake
Thank you.
plants, go to Hobby Lobby.
I was there. They were expensive.
Well, go when they're having a sale.
Yeah. Try not to go there at all, but they are the
Well, I'm
only
not an
one with art
artist. I just
supplies.
go there for fake plants.
Yeah. Yeah, they got cute stuff, man. That's where I got my mermaid. Have you ever seen a fish give birth, a live barrow?
Thousands of times. I've bred guppies for ages and ages and ages.
I've never seen that happen. Keep watching my
The way
Endler.
a guppy does it, they're actually in an egg. When the female guppy has the brood, it's still in an egg, except it's a really flexible kind of semi-permeable membrane. And when she gives birth, they're still in that membrane. And then when they get free of the mother, it kind of bursts.
Just like an embryonic sac.
I don't know. I guess you could call it that. It's just a membrane.
Yeah.
And they actually come out bent in a U. And then when they try to stretch out because they're free of the mother, when they stretch out, they break that membrane. And then they just start swimming and away they go.
I'm waiting.
All right, I got to go upstairs.
Okay. So I'm talking to myself again. Oh, Andre. Come up, Andre. Hi, Andre.
How's it going?
That's going good.
Am I echoing? Because I'm just on my cell phone.
Nope.
Cool.
You're outside?
Yeah. I went fishing, but now I'm just sitting here tired.
Did you catch anything?
Yeah, just some rock bass.
Some what?
Rock bass? Oops.
So are those edible or are you putting them in a tank?
I'm just throwing them back.
Oh, okay.
I'm just here blowing steam off after work.
That's cool. Did you do Xavier volleyball?
I did not.
Okay.
When you go to Xavier, they give you a lot of free shirts for no reason, and you just take them.
All right. So is it a college, Xavier?
Yeah, it's a college in Cincy.
S wants to ask you a very important question.
Oh, there we go. It ain't that hot. It's only 90.
Yuck. I am not a hot water person. Hot weather person.
It's not that hot.
Nope.
I mean, there's trees. That makes it, what, 85?
No, that's not. It's too hot.
Geek Boy, just do it, man. It's probably only $25. I don't know where you live, but that's like the going rate.
we're talking about music, but so you just got off work and you're fishing.
I got off work. Oh God, 4:30 ish, whatever it is
Uh-huh.
now. 2 hours ago.
Oh my goodness, it is almost 7. That's cool. I've just been streaming today, losing time, which is what streaming's all about. Let's see what's going on today. And it's Monday. So at 6 o'clock, oh, it's over. Mob Guppy's coming on. Street Fort Aquatics is at 8. Down in the Bayou is at 10 o'clock. And also Fishy Business Aquatics. Fishy Biz. So it's an active night for a nice live stream night.
Now
We should all head over to Mob Guppy. Gotta find his thing. Yes. I don't know how to say it. Steenfot?
Steenfot Aquatics. Just call him Bob.
Yeah. Bob. There's a lot of Bobs out there. Yeah, Steenfot is on at 8.
He's a bigger one in Washington.
I'm not sure. I don't know. A lot of people are over there in Washington State. That's where I'd like to go. I'd like to go to whatever. I'd like to go there, Washington State, and I'd love to get a big house that I don't have to take care of the yard. So I could live there with a whole bunch of aquariums.
I'm staying in Ohio.
Yeah, I love Ohio. Love Ohio. There it is. I'm learning. So we should all head over to Mob Guppy's stream. This is it. And the hashtag will be Ames doesn't know what she's doing. Because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Is everybody into that? Going over to his stream?
I'll see y'all.
Okay. Bye, Andre. I'll see you guys all at, that's good. Amy's clueless. That's good. I'll see you guys all at the Guppy stream. Mob Guppy. Okay. Have a good night. Thank you for enjoying this first very ever stream with me. Thank you, mods. I'll see you guys all later. Thank you. Oh, Mary Page, it's easy. As long as you have somebody to tell you how to do it. So, and I'm very thankful for that. All right. Bye-bye, guys. I don't know how to end stream. Okay, bye.